This podcast is free. Sit back and relax. This podcast is free. I ain't paying for that. This podcast is free. It's Derek and Steven picking topics out of a hat. I ain't paying for that. And now your hosts, Derek and Steven.
And there we are.
Here we go again.
There we are.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Again.
Here I go again. Not on my own.
Right.
Going down this podcast that we've already done one time tonight. So yeah, this
We
is
get to do it again.
This is
great.
This is run number 2.
I love
Derek
it.
and I just did a full podcast, and you would ask Derek, Steven, did you do a full podcast live on a cruise ship? No. Did you guys go to a remote location and stream to other people, not us?
No.
We didn't record the whole hour and 12 minutes in which we spoke because the computer crapped out on me.
Yep.
So yeah, now it's 9.
We think that's been adjusted.
9:23 at night, and we are now starting the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out.
Again. But hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's number 3.
It is number
Lucky
well,
number
even more
3.
importantly,
I don't know.
you can't gripe about it because this podcast is
It's free.
ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is technically, I guess, number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
It's like number
We're
8
moving along.
in the real line, but
Yeah, you know,
but
whatever.
yeah, this is number 3 for us. So, welcome.
I'm only going to count the ones that get published. So
There you go.
the other ones that just don't count. So here we go.
We're going to hope
it
this
again.
one goes smooth. The
Yeah.
computer seems to be running nicely.
Yeah.
It is Monday. We are all here. Thank you for sitting down and joining us for this hopefully good gripe session.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to do it again. So I think I'm ready to do it again. I'm going to be a little
It's all
more
practice for
all
you.
the gloves are off this time. Let's just say it that
Yeah,
way.
it's all practice for you. We're trying to get to you.
Yeah.
Our goal, 1,000 subs so that we can come to you guys live in the moment. You can gripe at us. You can make fun of us. You can agree with us in the moment.
Right.
That is the goal for this podcast, is to get us to the live.
Because we want to do this with you.
Yes,
that would be great.
that is
Your
the whole
comments.
thing.
That's what it's
So,
all about.
bear with us as we learn the ropes of the streaming. But if you do like it, give us the sub that gets us closer to our goal, and we can get to that mountain
That'd be
of
great.
1,000 subs.
That'd be great. Add some comments.
It's good. So, even though we've kind of already hashed it out, we can go through our weeks as normal.
Yeah, no, sure. Well, so tell me about your week. What happened this week? We made it to another
I know
Monday.
that you haven't heard this yet, but it was kind of a hectic week, Derek.
I guess it was busy, right?
It was busy. It seems like everything,
I feel
but
you.
it's that whole old person thing of, well, now we're getting into the holidays, so it's just going to get busier from here. And it really is. I feel that in the air where it's like, it's very cliche, and you get tired of your mom or somebody saying it to you, like, before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving. And like, you're right. Really,
God,
it literally
I can't
will
believe
be.
you just said that.
I know. It will be.
Because then it just dawned on me. I was like,
Yep.
oh, crap. He's not kidding.
Nope. Got that Halloween, then we hit the holidays, and then we're out of this crap ass year. And then at least for me, end of January, I'm like hoping it just skips ahead to my vacation.
Yeah, well, yeah. My vacation's in November, so.
Where?
The Italy trip.
That's right.
Yeah,
I totally
going
forgot
to Italy
about
in
that. When
November.
is that? Like mid or end of November?
Yeah, it's beginning of November.
Awesome.
So,
Then that's what, 10 days?
Yeah, I think it's 10 days.
That's going to be fun.
I hope so.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know about what is that flight like?
I don't even know yet. We haven't got that information yet, so.
You're not even, okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole package deal thing.
Because I would imagine I would imagine that's a flight to New York, probably.
Or
I
it could be Chicago, it could be Atlanta, it could be New York, it could be any of those.
Oh, I didn't
and
know that they did the
direct.
big internationals out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, well, either way,
Yeah.
you got to take that flight and then
Probably go to like London or something, then skip over. I don't know. I have no clue.
But you're probably going to be in for it that day. And
Yeah, I'm sure it's a 10-hour.
I know you've
Well, that's
traveled
going
a
to be
bunch.
like a 15-hour day or something.
I know you've traveled a bunch, but have you had to deal with like heavy jet lag like that before?
No, we went to Hawaii and I never had jet lag. I mean, that was a good 8 hour.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
so this is going to actually flip you.
I don't know. I'm one of those guys that, I can get up at 6 a.m. and I can stay up playing video games till like 4 a.m. And then it kind of wrecks me for a few days. But I mean, I just carry on. I mean, whatever. I'm
Still,
tired.
it's gonna
We
be
push
cool.
through. Yeah.
And you get to be the whole, you get to play the whole American and Europe thing, which is always fun.
Yeah. Oh, I got my Google Translate ready. You know, what's sad is I did download that app Babbel.
Yeah.
And I paid for it too.
Yeah.
And I just had a crazy whim. I'm like, I'm going to learn Italian before we go. Yeah. That was like 6 months ago. I've turned the app on once.
Yeah. I think that's their subscription model.
No, at least
betting
I paid
on
for it.
people.
I paid for it, and that was a one-time buy thing. Like, you got it forever.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You know,
that's
cool. But I really had the goal, and it even reminds me every day. But I'm like, I'm working. I don't have time to do
Everybody's
this right
busy.
now.
We went over this earlier tonight, but yeah, everybody's already got enough stuff to do. There's not enough time in the day, much less, which kind of ties back into the weekend. We were talking earlier. I spent basically the whole weekend in the casinos. Had to play in the casino Friday night. I had to play in the casino Saturday night. And then our buddy who has a production house hires us out sometimes. And I had to do one of the NFL games on Sunday. So that also put me in the Smoky Casino Sunday night. So literally by the time the weekend was over, I was so tired of smelling smoke. And I'm not normally, like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Not partly in because I used to smoke a long time ago.
Right.
It just never really bothered me. But dude, being in there for 3 days straight,
Yeah, I don't know how you did it.
I can't do it. And I told her, I text her on the way home. I was like, you have no
still smoke. And I mean, in the casino, there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people smoke. I mean, I guess they're stress smoking because there's money in that whole bit. And I don't think.
Yeah. It's, you know, 'cause the casino thing is, I play enough in the casinos. It's really, it's some of the best people watching. My favorite is, what they call, and they've actually made it illegal in some states, and most casinos just part of policy. Oh, my watch alarm's going off.
Uh-oh.
I hope that doesn't leak into the podcast. Most of the casinos,
okay.
as a matter of policy,
Haven't heard a watch alarm like that in a long time.
The old Casio.
Oh man,
You gotta have an old Casio.
Yeah, but I never turn the alarm on. I still have an old Casio.
That
I've
is to
replaced the
wake
battery
me
on
up.
that sucker.
That's my
I've had
musician's nap. That
I've
wakes
had
me
like
up
20
now
years.
to go be up for either whatever.
Oh wow, that's cool. I'm sorry. Anyway, smell like smoke. Yeah.
Now I forgot where I was.
Well, I was
going
going to tell you anyways. You know, I was in the casino. It just so happenstance with some friends. We went out to eat, and they wanted to go play Pie Gal.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. I watched them spend some little money, but me and the wife just didn't want to go. Hey, we're not going to spend money at a casino.
No, I'm not a gambler.
And I don't have that. I work too hard for the money, and I just want to keep it. I mean, it is tempting to be like, oh, maybe I could double $100.
It is
or whatever.
fun. I will admit.
Yeah.
The gambling is fun, and if you can find something that you like, don't be a degenerate about it and just pump your money into a slot machine. But if you like blackjack or you like poker,
I've tried blackjack, and then people get mad at you if you don't play the way they want.
them.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
them.
know, but then it's I'm like, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to help.
It's
you.
kind of like, and you'll hear us make these gaming references, video game references. It's kind of the same thing with video games. Like when guys will gripe in video games, it's like, hey, listen, motherfucker, this is public. These are public matches, and it's the same. You can look at it the same way in real life, IRL for the casinos.
Yeah.
These are public matches. You are not playing in a frickin' pro tournament. You don't have the sunglasses on. Your name is not Tex McCavern or whatever. You might get somebody that doesn't know how to play blackjack, asshole, but guess what? You're in a little small casino down in the Gulf South. What do you like? It's
What do you expect?
you're not headlining Madison Square Gardens here.
Right.
You're playing Pie Gal Poker.
Pump the brakes there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you'll make that side bet or not, buddy. Come on. I mean, but I love because we spend so much time playing in casinos. I love watching.
Oh, it's a great place to people watch.
Oh,
man,
some of the
gold.
best people watching in the world, and I like it because, like I was saying, some of the casinos have made it a part of their policy to make this a no-no. They call it silver mining. And what silver mining is, now you can think gold mining.
Yeah.
Well, silver mining is just what you think it is. It's small time. All those little 63-cent, 27-cent, $1.03 tickets that people get spat out when they get their shit rang, and they're like, fuck it, I'm out of here. They will scoop, because if you think about it, that adds up.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And you could come up with a 20 easy, pump that, turn that into 40, take it to a table. You could make a whole scheme out of it. Well, they call that silver mining.
Really?
And you can tell because I love doing it. I walk around the casino. Usually it's on the break. from the stage to the bathroom or whatever, and just you'll see these people. The next time you're in a casino, you do this. Next time you're in a casino, look at their eyes. It's the window to the soul, man. Look at their eyes. That eye line will be this. And they will walk through that casino and they are just T3000. Really? They are scanning the floor for chips, for money, or for tickets. Those are silver miners, and I love watching them because, like, if I can get behind one, like, and it's on my way to the bathroom, oh man, I will follow them. I will follow them the whole way. It's great.
Oh, that's
watching
hilarious.
these idiots, you know, and
that
obviously it's kind of sad because it's based in addiction,
right?
But still, it's like, guys, I mean, in that, just the next time, pay attention. Their eyes, they're walking through the casino, but they are
I've never heard of this.
They are sonar scanning
now
the
I'm gonna want to
seafloor.
go just to look for that.
Boom, boom, boom. It's great. I love it. Casino people are the best. But you know, then you have the flip side of it. It happened to us 3 weeks ago at the Hard Rock. Some good old boy won him 25 G's at the whatever.
Oh, wow.
And
That's nice.
we're playing.
Nice chunk of change.
Yeah, we're playing, and I see his drunk ass waddle up to the side of the stage. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So he comes up the stairs, the stage, almost falls back. I was like, oh, now we're gonna have this guy's gonna die. He comes up on stage and he just starts throwing money at the band.
Oh,
and he's
nice.
throwing so much money, it's like it crosses that line. It's like, well, it doesn't matter what he's doing now. He could be as drunk as he wants.
Right, yeah, keep throwing.
He can call my mom a whore. He literally peeled off about $2,800 for the band.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's 5, 6 something a piece. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
So there's that like why, and obviously it's a casino, so the name of the game is wild swings of like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
it's
No,
crazy,
that's
and
funny.
that's probably part and parcel why we don't really hang out.
Yeah.
in that because it's
You know, the only time I've really played or gambled at a casino back, you know, when I was playing with my sister-in-law at the local casino. We were there like on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah,
you
like-
know, in the little bar room that they had.
Yeah.
And there was some guy there that loved the music, was having a great time. He got a little liquored up, and he literally went and got $100 in ones and just threw them on the stage.
Yep.
And I remember the drummer.
he goes to the cage. He's like, I need 100. They're like,
Yeah.
in one.
In ones, yeah. Or he had them on him. I don't know. And I don't know. It was just kind of an off night. The guy was great, but I don't know, just playing wise, it was just we were only a 3-piece. But God love him, the drummer, Richie, I'm calling you out on that one. And Sarah, neither one of them wanted to pick up the money. Like, they were just picking up their stuff. I'm like, I'm not picking up my gear.
No,
I'm
go for
picking
the
up
money.
all the ones because that's free money.
No, when that happens on stage, I immediately look at Dakota when the gig's over. I'm like, get the
Yeah, get the money.
microphone's my ass. Get
And
that
I picked
tip
it up.
bucket.
I'm not sharing it with you. If I picked it up, you could have picked up your own amount. That's how I
If I'm
felt
gonna be a
about it.
whore and pick it up off the floor,
And then the guys after we're hanging out, we pick up our stuff, we get all the stuff stowed away, and he's like, "Hey, let's go gamble." And I'm like, "I don't gamble." I'm like, and he was like, no, and he's like, "Here's 200 for you. Here's 200 for you. Here's 200." He hands me $200 bucks, and I'm like, "Well, yeah, all right, let's go gamble." I was like, "I don't know a thing about it." He's like, "We're gonna go to the craps tables," and I'm just like, "Okay." He's like, "Don't worry, just hang out with my wife. She'll show you how to do it." And I'm just kind of like, okay, let's do this. And so we go, and you know, on the way back there, I'm like, I got $200 in my pocket. I only pull 100 out when we make it to the craps table because I'm like, I'm walking out of here with the ones in
I'm
the,
a winner.
in the $100. I'm already a winner at this point.
I'm
so
a winner. I ain't no fucking loser.
so we're already on it, and like we play for like an hour and a half or whatever. I think I was up like $200. So, and then we proceeded to go
Craps
watch.
is hard. It's got rules. Like,
Yeah, she was just
it's
telling me what
not
to
just
do.
play.
Yeah.
There's rules, and you got to know when to do
Yeah,
this and the yo and the.
Yeah, it's something about the pass line is all.
Yeah,
I
who
remember at
knows?
this point,
But I know you can't just
But-
wander up to that table usually and just fall ass
I
backwards.
mean, it
into
was
money.
fun. I will tell you, when it comes around to you and you get to throw the dice
yeah.
and somebody wins some money, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll that again," you know, or whatever it is. And it was
Well, it's so fine too. They
haywire.
know. I mean, that like people talk about Disney and how they can get you because they know what you.
Oh, yeah.
casinos are on the whole nother. There's a guy on YouTube that talks about.
Well, I feel like Disney's the prep for casinos later in life.
Or it's
Kinda
like
do.
casinos
Kinda
looked
do.
at what Disney did and like, oh, but you're bound by the whole family thing. We're not.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want. We can pump chemicals into the air or, more oxygen into the air.
Oh,
There's a guy talking about it the other day on YouTube how next time if you're in a casino, look and you'll generally notice that there are no right angles. All those hallways are curved. Not like in your hotel,
Yeah.
but like in the casino.
Right.
Think about our big casino. When you come in, it's all.
Oh, that's true.
And it
It's a
funnels
winding
you,
way.
It funnels you very smoothly into the casino because they don't want you making a decision. If you have to make a right turn, now you have to consciously make a decision.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
they want you to be a zombie, just kind of wander around the casino, make everything round so the fatties can just roll. From
I
wall
heard
to
that's
wall.
why the carpet is one way and the ceiling's one way, so you don't look down and you don't look up because it's very busy. And your eyesight, they want you to look forward.
Yeah, okay, they
always.
want you this.
Yeah, they want you going where you need to go to get.
Because the
give me your
number
money,
one thing you always hear
know?
is, well, there's no clocks. Well, it's obviously there's no clocks because they don't want you on
Yeah,
time.
you can't
But
see
also, like
daylight
you're
or
saying,
anything.
that makes you just like my clock on the wall. Now I have to take my eye line and look
Yeah,
up here,
right.
and I'm not
No,
looking
they
at
don't
the
want
devil.
none of that.
The devil's down there. Like, no, come on now. I'm going to keep that devil dick right in your face.
You want it.
You own it, man. Go back to that ATM. Come on. There's only a $7 surcharge every time. And it's like, oh my Lord.
My wife. She'd had enough to drink. She was like, "Oh, I may play some." I was like, "No, we're not playing any money tonight." But she went to the ATM with one of our friends, and she was like, "It was $6.60 cents."
$6.66.
I think it was $6.60, right? So I was like, $6 to pull out money out of an ATM, man.
It's crazy.
And how many people pull money out of that ATM?
And like we talked about earlier in the V1 of the podcast, let's take it to the next devil dick level. Go to Vegas. Now you're really in it. Not these little shit piss casinos on the Indian reservations or places that have gambling. Let's go to Pro Town where it's like, oh my, and we talked about earlier, I pretty much decided I only want to connect in that city. I don't want to set foot in Las Vegas ever again.
If you love it, great, but it's no.
And she has a friend that loves it.
Really?
For the nightlife and all that. And she takes the cheap flights over and they do that and they have the drinks,
go
and the
party and-
margaritas and the brunches and they party and they have a great time. So yeah, if you can do it, hell yeah. The best
More
part about
power to
Vegas
you.
for us was leaving when we drove
can't.
out to Zion National Park. Like,
Yeah.
get me out
And
of
that's
there.
funny. Not far away from Las Vegas is all these beautiful places
Beautiful,
you can go visit.
absolutely beautiful, and it really is like the only thing the movies do portray correctly is when all of a sudden it just kind of appears out of nowhere even in the daytime in the middle of the desert when you fly in. It's like, oh, there it
Yeah.
is, And there's a
That's
road
crazy.
like the one we took out. There's just literally one highway that comes out
Yeah.
of North Las
Right,
Vegas, and it
right.
just goes off into a western.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like all that bullshit you can picture in your mind's eye from the Western movies. It's like, and you're off into it, and it's wagon wheels and sawdust until you get to wherever you're going. But literally, just turn around, and then it's whores and marijuana and flaming shows and call girls. I mean, it's like it's
a
so
circus.
odd.
It's a circus.
It really is.
That's
It
what
really is. It was. We saw so many things there that were just so outlandish.
Man, we went on the casino binge there for just a second, I mean,
And we're not gamblers. What the hell are we talking about?
I don't know.
Not even gamblers. Don't even
gamble.
care. Never won.
I mean, gamble if you want to. I mean, whatever you want to do.
I've just never won. It's I thought the whole thing with gambling was they were supposed to let you win in the beginning, so it sucks you in.
Well,
I
I
never
mean,
got to win in the beginning, so I was
no.
like, oh well, this isn't fun. You took my 20.
No,
You
I
know?
think one of the last times I really gambled, oddly enough, it was on a slot machine. And again, playing a gig at a casino way back in the day, got paid cash for the gig. It was like $200.
Yeah.
I just walked right on the floor and I sat in the slot machine and put my $200 in, gave the machine all of my money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at my last pull. I don't get anything. Lady sits down to me in 2 pulls. She wins $800.
$800 million.
She's like, this paid for my whole vacation. I was just like, I'm looking at it. And I don't really think I've pulled a lever on a slot machine maybe once or twice since then. It's just like, no, I won't go in. If I go in, it's like $20 and that's it. Like if I spend $20, oh, well, that's it. It's over with.
That's it.
I'm not
To be honest with you, at this point, I'd rather take the $20 to the candy store. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to. Like,
I don't blame you.
I don't get it, but that's where we figured it up one year. when we were doing it really heavy, Lake Charles, the Golden Nugget over there in Louisiana, they provided like 65% of our yearly income.
Really?
So it was like, I gotta love it. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, if you're making money off the casino, like because you're working there or doing a gig there, that's one thing.
but yeah, keep it those silver miners, man. Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna
next
keep
time
an
you're
eye
in
on
one, you look at those eyes. Windows to the soul, man,
But
and down.
You had started off, and I know we had talked about this already on our first run of this podcast. The smoke is terrible in those places.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
even though I know they probably have some of the best
gross.
ventilation in the world in those things.
It's gross.
But like, I can't do it. My eyes burn. I got to wash all my clothes.
I
gotta
don't
wash
even
my hair.
sing, and by the end of the weekend, I was. I mean, you can kind of hear.
Yeah, if
it.
you talk, you're breathing
I
that
know
in
that
still a little
twice
bit.
in the first recording, my voice gave out, and it was just because I was in there breathing.
God.
And then I always wonder why
think-
the singers gripe so much, and I'm like, now I totally get it. Like,
Yeah.
it really is. I just can't. And I smoked from 16 or 15 to I think it was 30.
Oh wow.
So yeah, quite a
That's a
while.
long time.
And like cigarettes don't necessarily bother me. Like if somebody's smoking, like it happens all the time. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "I don't care. You
Yeah.
smoke whatever. You're not gonna bother me."
Yeah,
But
and I
yeah.
normally don't. I mean, I think it's gross, but I mean, I don't care. I only really care if I'm eating. If I'm eating and you're sitting next to me blowing smoke my way, I'm going to say something.
No, someone's
So-
gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah,
like,
no. But most people are pretty courteous. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
yeah.
you know, most people pay.
It's the damn
at least
papers
what
that
you're
think they
eating.
can break all the rules. Like,
Yeah.
but it smells of blueberry pomegranate.
That's true. It's very true.
It's the icy version. That doesn't bother you, right? It's like, come
Yeah.
on, man. I don't
Yeah.
need to
I
smell
don't want that crap.
Willy Wonka while I'm having
I
my
just
steak.
really don't want something that went inside of you being blown towards me.
Yeah.
That's just kind of gross.
Or even
in a-
when I
in a
did,
sense.
because I vaped
mean,
for a
you
little
know.
while after I quit smoking, and people are like, "Oh, can I hit your vape?" I'm like,
No,
"No, are you what are you? No, that's
you know,
nasty. I don't even know you,
Kids these
like
days.
I've no. Unless if we have made out, maybe, but short of that, no. You are not going to put your mouth on my vape.
Yeah.
It's just I can't.
It's not a joint. You're not passing it around.
Exactly, buddy. Calm down.
You know. Not that I would know what that is or anything.
Well,
like,
no,
you
you.
know.
Well, you
I've
don't.
hung around enough
You
musicians
don't.
to know.
You never have. Yeah, no, we're all. That's the one thing is you be around the musicians long enough,
Right.
and you'll see just about everything.
I mean, I never had to smoke anything, and I was called the honorary pothead at the music store because I
'Cause
literally
you soaked it in through your hair.
No, it was just I would just do some dumb stuff. Like I kid you not, I ran around one day at the music store looking for my keys, and they were
In
on
your
a
hand.
lanyard around my neck.
Oh yeah,
Because they weren't in my pocket, and I'm
I
like,
love that.
"Where are my keys?"
you
And
look
they're
for
just
your
dangling
glasses
right
for an
here.
hour and you're wearing them.
Yes, that has happened. Look for a pen. It was sitting in my ear the whole time. I'm like looking around. Where's a pen? It's right in my ear. And
The good old music store days.
you know, but I did come up. This is the most famous thing at the music store that I got known for, at least among us employees, was the food combinations. You know, we went to the local Mexican restaurant El Saltillo and got a cheese dip with chips. And then went to Wendy's. It only worked with this.
What?
We got
What?
Yeah, no, this is happening.
I don't know if I don't.
Yeah, no, trust me. So we went to Wendy's, okay? Got the chicken nuggets, and I'm telling you, that particular cheese dip, those nuggets with some chips, oh, it's so good. So good. All the potheads love me for that.
about to say, that
because
sounds
it was
like
a
some,
magical
that sounds
combination.
like some
and I don't
pothead
even smoke, and it
engineering.
was a magical combination because it was just, I mean, fatty, you know, but that's okay. I mean, it was good.
Y'all did have.
It was
y'all were
good.
actually kind of known for your lunch runs.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I got to enjoy a couple
do you-
of those
Do you
lunch
remember
runs.
Stakeout? Do you remember-
Oh yes. Oh man, Stakeout.
Come on.
Wow.
Tell me that was like, and
If
they
you're
missed
old
it.
in the comments, you know about Stakeout.
Yes, you can- you
leave
better know.
leave what you used to get in the comments there for Stakeout if you're old enough to even remember
Oh, it's
what
the
we're freaking talking
best
about.
chicken sandwich. The steak was good.
The best chicken you get, I would get the chicken sandwich
They delivered
with the
it.
bag of chips that came with it, and then they had a side of grilled mushrooms.
Oh,
They
yeah,
would
yeah,
cook
yeah.
in the
Uh-huh,
the steak gravy.
Oh, yeah. that's
Oh
good.
man, and they had that. It's like they still serve it everywhere. It's the chocolate cake with the little chocolate pieces on the outside.
Yeah.
It's covered in it.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I miss Stakeout so much.
I would always get the barbecue bacon chicken burger with cheese with a side of a loaded baked potato, and
Are you,
that was
are you
useless at
hungry
work
yet?
after that.
Are we making you hungry yet?
I know, right?
Are you on your DoorDash app right now? I mean, like, is
Is there
it going
such
to be
thing called
Taco Bell?
Steakout?
Is it going to be In-N-Out Burger? What is it? You know?
Man, I do miss that place. I really do. I wish it was still around.
Oh man, there's just there's hardly any good like. I mean, when I say like greasy, nasty, good food, I mean like
Yeah, but-
stuff that was necessarily not.
But
maybe-
now Taco Bell is how much Steakout used to be.
Taco Bell can kiss my ass. We've
Yeah.
we've griped
We've
about it
discussed
enough
this,
on this
yeah.
show.
I'm just saying.
Please go back, check out the first and second episodes where you can see my tirade against the fast food giants.
It's
right
bad.
now. It's not. It's gotten to the point where like it simply boils down to you're not worth my money. You're not giving me anything.
Not for the health of
For
I
my-
mean, I feel like for the prices they're charging, I should be getting some high quality organic food of some sort.
Or just at least a hello, not a
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah, motherfucker! I just gave you $13.47 for 3 pieces of food. Could you give me like a tip of the cap, a wink of the eye, something? Jesus, like, I didn't roll up being like, well,
Yeah.
Like I rolled up, I especially at fast food places.
Yeah.
If I can determine what you are, you're getting a ma'am or a sir. Like, and I push it hard because I want you to know, like, you
Yeah.
have a hard job. I get it.
I'm trying to respect you.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Can I get a ketchup? Not bitch on TikTok trying to be like, and how about you take my order or give me a straw? Like, it's
Yeah.
not. I'm not asking for a lot. And unlike what always got me is like, at least at a damn restaurant, you pay when you're done.
Right,
Damn
yeah.
fast food, get your money first, and then make you wait in the trapped line like you're, in an prison. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I shouldn't have mentioned fast food. That was
but
a bad
no,
idea.
again, nothing happened this week. Thank God. Didn't have any food issues.
Well, that's good.
I had
That's
good
good.
meals all week. She cooks great. I ate for free at the casinos. Best
that's
fried
nice.
chicken in town. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Yeah. So no, I we're good for this week. No griping, but
that's
you know
good.
some bullshit's gonna happen.
Yeah, work.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, just busy work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. Yeah, I was in New Orleans.
Oh, and that's right. We had our
This past
our
week.
tirades on New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. That
In the
whole-
comments, New Orleans, thumbs up, thumbs down. What you think?
Yeah. I don't
Typically, I think for the most part, us around here, it's becoming a thumbs down.
know. Yeah, it's definitely a thumbs down, but I mean, I get to go once a month and we go to a place called Mother's, and
Yeah.
and it's kind of a staple. Like all the famous people have been there and all that kind of stuff. But I'm only there once a month, and we go to the same restaurant every time. So that's what we do. So I get my little taste of New Orleans. I'm there early in the morning. I'm out of there by noon, 1 o'clock, and we move on. So that's kind of the how that lives, which is kind of nice. A little gig down there. I get a taste of it, and I'm like, all right, I had my fill for the month. So it's my friend has almost convinced me at least to go. Either maybe back to the aquarium or that World War II museum.
Yeah,
I kind of want to go to the World War
There
II
is good stuff to
museum,
do
but I
there.
haven't been
I saw the most beautiful
But I
thing.
don't really wanna
the
hang out
last
there
time
for a
I
while.
was there. The last time I was there, I was playing a gig at a like one of these high end bowling alleys.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, dude. So if you're not familiar with like these chains of high end bowling alleys, it's like it's a bowling alley, but it's nice. Really nice building, like a real full service bar, maybe a restaurant. I think there's a brand, a chain nationwide called Lucky Strikes, I think is what it's called. This was not that. This was a privately owned one, and it was called Fulton Alley. Absolutely beautiful. Played the gig, ate the food, and then I come out of the gig afterwards to unload the gear, and it's a beautiful New Orleans sunset, because it was an earlier gig. It was like 4 to. It was a what do you
that's
call it?
Matinee.
Like the Association of Independent Insurance Sellers. So it was like a group
like
of
a
these
conference?
Yeah,
Or
so it's
seminar or
not.
something
So
like
it's not. It's not a 10 o'clock at night thing. This is always like early. So we come out and it's this beautiful, like pink and fuchsia painted sky. Those really pretty sunsets. And I look out. And, I'm looking at this, and it's the beautiful architecture of the French New Orleans, and on the right and over on the left is a absolutely stunning 350-pound woman who decided to take a shit on the street directly behind Derek's cracking up. The band's trailer. This bitch pulled down her baby blues, took a big old steaming pile of hello on the street, didn't do anything post, and I do mean nothing post.
Just hike the pants
pulled
back
the
up.
baby blues on and just you could hear it fading down the street.
It was more like squish, 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 squish.
Dude, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
You know what they call that? They call that saddle gravy.
I'm fucking done, guys. I'm fucking done with New Orleans. Laissez LeBron. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, it takes so much. But and that's what we were talking about earlier is you're right, because there are so many good places. Mother's.
Yeah, there's great food.
Commander's Palace. All kinds of
And
places.
if you get bad food, apparently you can just go to the bathroom on the street. It doesn't really matter.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, I'm serious.
That's
It's
great.
just,
That's
and
not
you
great,
couple
but you
that
know
with
it.
like, that's like when it's gotten bad. There were times I remember, because, a long time ago as a young man, one of my dreams as a drummer, and if you don't know this, it's totally understandable. New Orleans is a drummer city.
Yeah,
It's, it's
no,
also,
you
don't get me
know.
wrong, it's known for the Mardi Gras. It's known for piano players.
I mean, it's known for music in general.
Yeah,
So.
but if you really want to be specific about an instrument, I think it'd be generally agreed upon that is a drummer city. And, of course, for me, that's Mardi Gras.
I'm gonna guess like drummers and horn players.
Yeah, but like
There's a
as
little
far
mix
as
of everything.
but when I say
But I know what you mean.
for the players, people in the know, they'll go, "Oh yeah, it's so many drummers." So as a drummer, a young drummer, 23, to play Bourbon Street, you don't have to be from anywhere in New Orleans to know what that word means. To play on
yeah.
Bourbon Street
Oh, yeah.
at Mardi Gras was like, that was a goal, and I got to do it. And it was one of the funniest things I ever saw. So we're out there, as well as I do, where we live, usually around Mardi Gras, is bad weather. It's like either half cold or half rainy.
Yeah.
So that Fat Tuesday, I got the gig. I'm so excited. I'm over there early. It's bright sun shining. We're playing the gig. I'm actually getting to play like Mardi Gras tunes in a Mardi Gras bar on Bourbon. I'm a pig in shit. It starts raining. I don't care. I'm inside. I'm playing. That means the crowd is forced in. They can't leave. That means the tips are flowing. They're having a great time. It's Mardi Gras.
We're
People
drinking at this point.
We're having a great time. So we took a break, and I go out, and I'm standing out on one of those curved French corners, talking to the lead singer. And the streets are just, because of the drainage is terrible. It's under sea level anyway.
Yeah.
So the streets are all filled with water,
And the
and
quarter, I think, is
all
the
these
best.
tourists are just so excited because it's a rainy day. You might as well make the best of it. They're like, what do you call it? Eagle diving into the flooded streets because the water's so deep, and they're having a great time. And you may have caught on to it, but all I can see as somebody who's from here is I look further down the road, just like the song Further Down the Road.
Yeah.
And there is the sewer grate flowing in the opposite direction, pumping shit water into that water on the street that Keith from Minnesota is open mouth diving in. So absolutely disgusting. I mean, just like, dude.
That's funny because my nephew, his mother was dating a guy in New Orleans, and he made the paper because apparently there was like this big cavernous pothole, like we're talking like 4 feet deep or whatever, something like that, and it's like 5 foot wide, that whole bit. And they apparently this pipe had busted, and it had just been flowing water for days. Well, these people just got in their swim trunks.
Oh, no.
And they're just chilling, drinking a beer in the pothole. So my nephew's mother's, I guess it's fiance now, walking by with his little 6-pack or whatever, because he's heading to the house,
Yeah.
and he was like, starts talking to him. He ends up hopping in the thing.
Oh, my God.
And my mind went straight with you. I'm like, you're in a pothole, just sitting in some shit water, drinking a beer. I'm like, what is this? And he assured me that water was a freshwater pipe that had busted.
Yeah.
And he's
Whatever you
like,
gotta tell yourself.
once the dirt
Oh yeah,
done from
Hey,
the
once
mud,
that
it was
dirt
actually
mixes in
clear.
that 2-3, I mean, you get that 2-3 ratio going on there. Hey, I bet you it looked like some poop, man.
So I don't know.
That's some redneck ass shit using a
I don't
pothole
know.
for a swimming pool.
It's.
I mean, I
but
know
they made the paper, and he was like in the local
Wow.
paper of these people, chilling on a hot day in a cold, it's a reverse of a hot tub or whatever. I don't
Oh,
know.
my
It's crazy. So there, yeah, that's
Some of the shit you see. I mean, you
But
know.
I think he took that as like it's a once in a lifetime chance to say I had a beer in a pothole. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know
guess
that
if
I've
you
ever
feel
had
that.
anything that
I think
cool
it's a funny story.
happen to me.
I see, and even if I had the opportunity, I'd be like, I'm going to pass on that.
Especially now. No. I'm
I'm like, I don't need a
I'm not
tetanus
prepared.
shot
I
and
didn't
all
bring a
that other stuff.
swimsuit.
Yeah, right.
There's I got some SPF 65 at the very least. Come on, guys.
Well, this was at night.
Oh, God.
So cars are driving by at night, and these people are sitting in a pothole.
Oh, my jeez. Wow. Well, I mean,
You know what? Now that we have it, I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick. And
let me give you the.
No, you ain't got to do it yet. You just keep going, and I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. See if my Google skills are any good.
How quick can you do this? Well, not live yet, but pretty damn close.
Come on, this
You're gonna have to have fast fingers once we get to the live portion of the show. It's gonna be touch and go. Oh wow!
Yeah, that's
Look
not
at
him
that.
or whatever, but I mean that's literally on the street. Can we swap over to that? Oh, of course, yeah. I'll get a pop up as soon as you do it. How do we do this? Come on, internet people, help me out here. Go away. Let's just reload the page and see if it pops. There we go. Right there before it goes away. Oh, you turd!
It's not going.
Yeah, I know. Here, I know what to do. Let's just search images, and yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Look at that.
I mean, look. That's the thing that happens from time to time.
Wow.
I mean, that's nuts.
I mean, I guess
Anyway.
make hay while the sun shines. If life gives you lemons, start sitting in the shit
look at
water
that.
on the street. Wow.
Golly, I've never even. That's crazy.
They had one here by the house that was really big
Anyway.
recently. They had to fill it in. I was like,
Really?
man, I'm going to die driving by that thing. Good Lord.
So there you go. You have it. You never know what you're going to run into.
Yeah, long and short of it is you're going to see some shit like that if you go to New Orleans. So just be prepared. That beignet has a higher cost
Right.
than what you might think.
Yeah. It's a donut. I do like beignets, but I think you can get them other places that are just as good. Anyway,
No.
I mean, I get it eating in New Orleans, but the whole it's
Hey,
great.
if you haven't ever
It's
done
great.
it, I get it. I'm touristy when it's time to be touristy.
Yeah.
When I have to put on,
Yeah.
whatever,
It's
wherever
cool.
we are.
We're not gonna knock you for it.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
taking my damn jeans off, but other than that,
Yeah.
I'm pretty ready to go for whatever it is.
Man, it's funny how we start on like how'd your week go, and we just go down some
Well,
rabbit holes.
And how even though you're trying to, nothing that we said in the first one even has hardly leaked into the second one.
No, it's a totally different topic.
Totally different conversation.
Although I'm going to hit a rant though. I mean, I'll hit a rant for the whole bit because I have to mention it again because
Do it.
I want it on tape.
Do it right now.
I
We've
want
already
it on
wrapped up
tape.
the week.
Yeah, I know. My week ended. I have to say with I got a brand new Bronco a few months ago, and the wife and I are driving it down the interstate, and lo and behold, here comes some jackwagon up behind me in a truck, and I'm like, I got my wife with me. She gets a little nervous when we get going fast on the interstate, and so I'm like, I'm gonna be the nice guy. Be the nice guy. Let's just ease on over into the right lane because I was in the middle lane. So here we go. I move over so the truck can go right past me, and he's got a trailer, and I'm doing 78. He's got to be doing like 86 or whatever because he's passing me pretty quick with a trailer, and it wasn't a small trailer. It was like you could put a car on the trailer, at least a 15.
A double wheel trailer.
Yeah. And he goes whizzing by, only to get in front of me to catch the next exit. So he literally passes me to go another couple of 100 yards, and of course, big old rock flies by and goes, "Pach!" And I'm just like, and leaves a nice,
Of course.
a nice gash, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get that fixed quick because that's gonna spread, and then it's gonna be however much money that's gonna be. And
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Yeah, no, I'm going to a local place. Yeah, I mean, so I can't do it, but I'm like, people, slow down. What's the problem? I don't get it. What is the hurry? I mean,
Everybody.
I want to get off work and go home too, but
Everybody's so damn important. You can always tell somebody's so at least somebody more important than your punk ass. They got to
that's
get
true.
to where they're going.
I mean, but
Dude, Target closes in an hour. I have got to be there. I don't know if you saw, they put out all the pumpkin spice shit. I got to get there. That is the mindset.
I did. At least I have a friend of mine that I know of that had some jack wagon pass them on the road, and they were both going to the same place.
Oh, wow.
And they guess where they were going? They were going to a Walmart that was 24 hours at the time. Oh. And of course, he saw the person get out the car, and he just couldn't help himself. And he's like, "I sure am glad they're 24 hours." Because it's like.
Man, Dakota and I talk about that all the time. This is another thing we didn't discuss.
It's a whole new podcast.
I miss that damn 24-hour Walmart. Oh, baby, that was. I know what you're thinking right now. You're looking at me and you're like, redneck ass, what are you talking about? You miss 24-hour Walmart. There was no better shopping feeling than to get off as for me as a musician. 1:30, you're rolling out of the gig finally on the way home. About 15 minutes down the road is the Walmart for us. On the beach, I could shop at my leisure.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is in the middle of the night, so everything just got stocked. Everything's there. Nobody there to bother you. You might even get lucky and like some total freak is in there that's like,
oh yeah,
so you get a good show, you get a fully stocked store, you could shop quietly. I used to love that shit. I miss it so much, man.
Me and my brother, we used to walk around at night, like if we just had to go get a few things when we had the same place together, and sometimes we just take a little extra time and just walk around the Walmart,
the whole thing,
just to see, like,
make sure you don't need something.
Look at those freakazoids. Look at these people. This is crazy.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just people watching for a little while.
Good Lord. I mean, I miss it. I miss it so damn much.
Right.
I don't know if everybody shares the same sentiment as I do, but, I don't think that, they don't typically ever give you, when they take something away, guys, they hardly ever give it back. And I don't think we're getting that one back.
Yeah, I don't know. They're making their money.
$5 footlongs and 24-hour Walmart. I think these are just cool memories that we're going to have. Yeah. And be like, you remember when? I'm like, yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, old timer. Old timer. No more footlongs. The other thing we're working on, we're trying to work on our health and trying to eat a little better.
Well, you got that brand new kitchen. You ought to be cooking.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, we're doing a lot more cooking at home, and hopefully we can.
I'd be living
doing the
kitchen.
organic thing, trying to just get the sugar out. As I had a peppermint patty here just a little while ago.
It's all right. There's nothing wrong with having the occasional thing.
But that's true.
It's when you do like I do and overdo.
And now I've incriminated myself. My wife's going to see this. She'll be like, "You had a peppermint.
You had a peppermint patty."
She's like, "You had the dark chocolate at the house."
That's right. But yeah.
So now I'm in trouble.
It's most people are fine. I tell this one all the time. Like, you're fine. You dabble and you treat occasionally. Yeah. You're not like
I'm trying
you're
to
not at 2:30 in the morning with your hand half deep in a Captain Crunch box. I mean, it's know, like most people, are probably even keeled.
Yeah.
It's all of us crazy outliers that are like, because they laugh at me all the time in the band because I don't believe that a box of Tic Tacs, right? That's not a mint. Was never. Now I'm not talking about the spearmint ones. I'm talking about the fruit ones.
Oh, okay.
Or an orange one, or anything like that. The cherry ones.
Yeah,
that's not a damn mint. That's candy, bro.
Yeah, no.
And I'm not that Tic Tac. Oh, well, that was that last year? A week?
It's only 1 calorie.
That is for the evening. The proper usage and disposal of a Tic Tac package, you should start that fucker at about 6:30 at night.
Yeah.
By about midnight, you should be done. And that's the proper way to eat a Tic Tac. This is the fruit flavors. I can only speak. I can't speak for the spearmint because that's an actual mint.
Yeah, but I like spearmint things, so I eat those.
Hey,
too.
it's okay.
I hate to admit, but Altoids don't last me very long at all.
Altoids are nasty. It's like,
oh, you don't like Altoids?
Like the ghost of a mint.
Oh, really?
Chalky and
It doesn't bother me.
I can't.
I used to not like spearmint when I was a kid, but I really like it now.
Can't do
I
it.
don't know. No, I still like it. I like mint everything.
No.
Typically. I even like that for the longest time. I liked like mint or peppermint liquor, you know.
Oh.
Freshen your breath and get drunk at the same time.
What is it called? Goldschlager?
No, Goldschlager was the cinnamon flavor. What all the kids now drink is Fireball.
Oh, of course.
You know,
No, Fireball being the king. I got so drunk off of Goldschlager when I was about...
It had little bits of gold in it?
Yeah, I thought it was fancy.
Yeah.
So it was one of those...
kids don't know about these days.
I was like 17, and it was New Year's Eve in high school. I didn't have like a girlfriend or anything at the time, so it was just I was just with the Stags, and I got myself. I don't even know how you do this shit because I'm pretty sure I'd die now. I bought a bottle of, I don't know how I bought it, so I had somebody buy me a bottle of Goldschlager, and I drank that whole bottle in an evening.
Oh my goodness!
To the point. I know, man. To the point. Now, granted, I never threw up.
Really? You maintained?
Oh, brother.
You should have.
I think it's because I'm so wiry. My metabolism's so fast.
Burning through it.
I'm burnt. But my energy kind of overtake the alcohol, especially when I was 17 years old.
Oh my goodness!
And I just remember getting so drunk. I was outside of. His name was Blake. Blake. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, it's okay.
Standing outside of his house with my cowboy boots on, peeing in his front yard, and it was like a damn cartoon. Like a tree just went, hit the ground, thing still in hand, peeing on my side into the grass, and I'm pretty sure that I passed out in that yard and woke up that morning laying in his yard. It was, and again, like. Not that it's impressive or anything because it's not stupid, but if I were to drink, not a bottle, if I were to drink 3 mixed drinks with Goldschlager in it, I'd be passed out.
See, that's if something like that happened to me, I don't think I could drink that again. Like,
oh, no.
I had that happen to me with Jägermeister. To this day, I can't have either Red Bull or Jägermeister or anything like that.
Do y'all still drink Jägermeister? Is that still a thing, or
it's still
has Fireball taken over as the king of the cliche bar liquor?
Feel free to comment down below about your stories.
I think it's pretty much, at least from what I see, Fireball's still pretty much the thing. I'm just glad that stupid IPA bullshit was over with because that was one of the most annoying trends in.
It's still going on.
Well, no. The fans.
I guess now it's the breweries are going on with all their little drinks and all that stuff.
Well, I get it. The fans of IPAs are always going to be there. But when it became annoyingly popular and it was like, have you had the sunken fish? Like, I don't. You want to name stuff. You don't want to make beer. You want to name stuff. Don't be a marketing person. You don't want. You're in there. It's like people are like, well, I want to try the fish, but I don't like a fishy fish. You don't like fish, brother. I'm sorry. I don't want a fishy fish. You don't like fish. Get the chicken. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
And it was.
But if you get the mahi done just right, it doesn't taste like fish.
Yeah. They're like, oh, that's what I love about vodka. You can't taste it. Then you don't really like liquor, do you?
Right.
I'm pretty sure the brandy guys and the whiskey guys and the scotch guys are going for flavor.
You better.
I mean,
it's like rubbing alcohol.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
I have a friend here. I have a good friend here locally. You'll know who I'm talking about from high school, who's very well to do, has worked very hard, built his huge business up. Yeah. And I was over at his house for like a Super Bowl or something, and he had like all of the things, the 25,
all of the things,
the 35, and they all have like a nickname, McClellan or McAllen, or I don't know that, or like, and there's also the Glenn Levitt and Glenn Fittich and all. And it's like, this is a 25 and this is and I'm like, I'm interested because it's like watches or cars.
Somewhere you can taste everything or,
it's cool.
or whatever.
It's neat. And especially if you have somebody that knows what they're doing and can explain it to you, you're like, oh, that's what you mean when you say about. So, and then if, all this, and it's kind of like the New Orleans thing, all the grandeur. And then he let me taste it and it tasted like ass.
If you're not it's funny how we have to get accustomed to the poison to enjoy it.
Like, this was how much? I'm sorry, brother. I like, again, just like earlier, a Yoo-Hoo's only like $1.75. Shake it up. Good old chocolate water. Let's go, baby.
Chocolate water. That's gross. No, that is gross. I hate Yoo-hoos.
I love Yoo-hoos.
Really?
I think it's because
Oh, my God.
I think it's because I didn't have them as a kid.
So you wanted to try it later on or something like
Well,
that?
it's
Just
kinda like,
finish your childhood dream. Like, I can get it now.
It's kind of like you'll hear musicians talk about like the cliches that they just hate and drive them nuts. Mustang Sally and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never had to play those early on, so they don't bother
Right,
me now.
right.
I think it's kind of the same thing. I never had it as a kid, so now I'm just like, oh, I mean, I like What's Wrong with Yoo-Hoo? And you're like, but I never had it, so I
It
kind of
is.
have.
It's literally chocolate water.
I know it is. No, it literally shows it on the.
But I mean, I guess, if you're not a dairy person or whatever.
Well, I don't know. That's.
I don't know.
I don't know about you, but you hit a certain age, and
Yeah, dairy's out the window.
Dairy goes
yeah.
bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't really drink it much anymore.
I mean, it's bad. Like that's
funny.
not. I can't.
Yeah.
What goes in my coffee is probably the max tolerance.
Oh.
The half and half that goes in my
Yeah.
coffee.
No, you don't wanna
every
see me on
time I've
coffee.
tried to, like, I'll get a wild hair every 3 months, and she laughs at me. I want a box of cereal, and then that is like a whole thing where I get to stand on that aisle and just by myself. She can't be there for like 7-9 minutes, being like, I mean, are we Pops? Are we Captain Crunch?
Fruity Pebbles?
Are we Apple Jacks? Are we going to go OG, like Honey Nut Cheerios? Am I going to try to be
Yeah.
fake healthy and get the Honey Nut Cluster?
Man.
It's a big ordeal, and I love it.
One thing I miss about I do dairy occasional. I definitely do some cheese or whatever. But
Oh, that's
like,
different.
like
Cheese is
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Doing the milk. I mean, I had a phase in my life where it was like cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like to the point to whatever birthday I had, my grandmother bought me like this ginormous bowl and 6 boxes of cereal. Like I was at that point where people were like, "What are you going to get it for?" Just get him some cereal. That's what he likes to eat. And I mean, and then when it was funny because I guess growing up, my mother tried to moderate the crazy, like Fruity Pebbles. Like, you get that once in a while, but you couldn't get it all the time.
Yeah.
You got to eat this other cereal or whatever. So I remember when I moved out and I moved in with my brother, and we were like, we'd go buy the big off-brand bag of Fruity Pebbles or whatever it was, and be like, "Oh, we're eating this."
Screw you, Mom. I'm having what I want now.
Yeah.
You never let me have it as a child.
I know. So it was funny. Those are good times. But I mean, now it's like all that crap's terrible for you to eat that.
Well, everything's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Everything's,
I wonder if you can get organic Fruity Pebbles.
Oh no, there's that.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice.
There's a couple of brands out there, but again, like, what are you going to charge me? $15 for the box?
Yeah, no.
I can't do it. Everything's too expensive. The food's too expensive. Blah blah blah. You were talking earlier, like you saw today. You saw the. I didn't get to catch it.
Oh, dear Lord.
Derek got to watch the Apple event today.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I skimmed through most of it because
I just got too busy, and I did want to check out, but I can probably guess as to what happened.
Oh well, yeah. What do you probably think happened? I mean, it's an Apple event. Back in the day, Steve Jobs came out.
I can tell you
before
this.
it was like the Apple events
Oh
were
no,
super
I can
big.
tell you exactly what happened. Let me get my camera ready here, guys.
All right.
We here at Apple have created the most cutting edge, leading technology. And then just start dropping keywords.
Yeah.
For this year, we have improved the AI algorithmic interface.
Excuse me. It's called Apple Intelligence.
Introducing Apple Intelligence. Like I can just,
Yeah.
like it's always that. Have they ever actually created anything new since that first one? No.
Right. Yeah. And I'm still trying to. I actually only watched the little keynotes just for the production value of them because I would like to know the video production company that they actually hire for doing that because I mean it's real clean. It's
What, you
nice.
mean they're not all shot on iPhone?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I doubt it. Yeah. Now that's a good point.
That'd have been the best marketing coup ever. Start doing all of your Apple events, shoot them with nothing but iPhones.
Yeah. That'd be great. But it's the same old crap. It's the same
And
thing.
you never tell anybody.
All over again. Here we are. We're Apple event. It's amazing. Here's sometimes it's like a Trumpism. This is the best phone ever we've ever made. It's like it's the fastest ever. It's the best camera ever. And I'm just like, really? I'm really tired of the Apple thing. And I'm Apple fanboy. I got a watch. Got an iPad. Got a phone.
Everything
got a
you
laptop.
see is being run by Apple at this
Got
point.
AirPods.
They're
and they just it's like everyone else. This is a spec bump. I just get out of here with
It's
that.
fine.
I don't care.
There's nothing.
I don't want to pay another
You
$1,000, $1,200
didn't-
for your spec bump.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
You didn't
Okay.
recreate the landscape. They never. It's not. They
Yeah.
always want you to think
Yeah.
that it's like, no, you haven't, because that line of innovation has become so razor thin. Like you said, it's not even measured anymore with leaps and bounds. It's only millimeters, but that gives you, that camera goes from wow to
I feel
wow.
I feel like a fish with the fake bait versus some real bait. At least real bait, you kind of got something before you got killed. Now it's just it's a fake bait. We just did a spec bump. Give us another.
Everything's
give more of your money.
clickbait now.
Yeah, that's true.
In any form, advertising, it's never. Rachel got suckered into because she hates daylight savings time and she wishes that they would get rid of it. And she saw the article that everybody probably saw where it's like, are they getting rid of? I'm sorry. Are they getting rid of daylight savings time? Question mark. And then no, it's a stupid article about the states that don't recognize, and it's the same states that have always not recognized it. So nothing, of course, changed. It was just to get you to click on the damn article.
Why the hell is that so damn hard to change? Like, what is the deal with that? Why can't we just get? Why is that not on the ballot? Hey, you want to win the presidency? Just put that on the ballot because I'm voting for that every time. Getting rid of daylight savings times. Boom, check mark. I don't care who
I'm
you're.
sure there's a smart person out there that can make an argument for it. I don't know.
Whatever.
Reasons.
You can't. You can't.
I'm just saying, I don't know. So I can't weigh in on it. If you in the comments know whatever the reasoning behind daylight savings time, I would, if I were to guess, I would say it has to be farming related. But that's already.
I think that's a.
But I don't know.
I think that's a myth.
But I don't know. If you know, please leave a comment and educate us on why the hell we have to do this.
And see, this would be great if we had the comment section going, if we could do this live, because I really want to know people's opinions on this as we're going so we can read
Oh, yeah. And that's, just remember everybody to like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subs and we can come to you live every Monday.
You know what? I really want to do one of those things that flies in, the digital thing, but I just want to do it on a poster board and fly it in when you do that.
I have it.
Like and subscribe.
I've got it.
No, I want to do a paper one, though, and just hold it in front of you when you say it. Come on, I think that would be way better. Come on, let's do old tech. Come on. You ever see those old movies where the credits are like somebody's actually turning a page?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm bringing it back.
But yes, I do see what you're saying about the Apple thing, and it does kind of become it's a creation of its own now at this point. I'll show the screen so they can kind of.
Oh yeah, here you go. Here's your review for the week. Here, let's do our quick update. So here we go. You watch the event. Oh, look, an iPhone 16
and
Pro.
basically, what's the difference? It's going to have a little bit better chip and a little bit better camera.
It's all in the caption right here. Powerful camera control and easier way to quickly access tools. Stunning 4K 120 FPS Dolby Vision. Blah blah blah. A18 Pro chip. Whatever. Who cares? Moving on. iPhone 16.
Now, like I told you earlier, and
this
I do believe this. Don't you think there was some mid-level executive? It's got to be a junior. It's never a top.
Somebody got paid.
Yeah. So who absolutely came in their pants when they realized artificial intelligence, and they're like, wait a minute, no. Oh my shits, Apple Intelligence. He runs to the boss, sniveling little shit. He runs to the boss, and he's like, I figured it out. Apple Intelligence. And he's like, and he either got a pay bump or they stole the idea from him, probably fired his ass. But somebody shit their pants when they figured that part out.
I mean, we can go back. Yeah, I mean, all right, so you got an iPhone 16, and apparently there's something with the Apple Intelligence on the phone, and you don't have to connect to the cloud to save your privacy and all this kind of crap. Whatever. I'll believe that when it works. Oh, look, it's the 10th version, Series 10 of the watch. It's supposed to be
as
larger.
As if it needed to be changed or improved.
And I know, but it's there's the tagline right there. There it is, right there. All in our fastest charging watch ever. So I mean, there you go. There's that. Oh, it's another Ultra. Blah blah
the
blah
big
blah
boy.
blah.
I mean, they're nice.
who
I get
cares?
it.
Oh, AirPods got a spec bump. They now do the same thing that the Pros did a couple of years ago. So they got all that crap.
So now when you lose them, they're only twice as much.
Right, and then they got a spec bump on some technology of
Turn you into Princess Leia? Is that what it's doing?
yeah, that's kind of what that looks like. I don't know. Who cares?
Now, this was the one I did not even know they made
Man, where have you
old school
been?
headphones.
Yeah, AirPods Max. Oh, they're not old. They're expensive. They're the most.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like
expensive thing.
classic style, like
Yeah.
ear muff style.
Yeah.
That's I didn't even
And
know
they do
that
all
did
kinds
that.
of crap or whatever. I don't know. Blah blah blah. I'm just kind of over it all. I'm past it. There's your spec bump. We can actually do our own review video now. You know, there we go. Here, your tech review. It's the same old crap. Moving on. Here we go.
And now
Boom, done.
you're caught up. If you
There you
feel
go.
like you're out of touch with the
Right.
the online community, you have been caught up for the week as far as the happenings.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Just-
I tell you this. I hope this kind of translate well to the story. But are you familiar, like, with your time online? Have you ever heard of, and you may or may not know as well, you ever heard of Nick Avocado?
That sounds like that should
That
ring a bell,
really
but it's not
big-
really ringing a bell.
He's a really heavy set guy that did those eating videos. Have you ever seen that, like, in a meme? or
Yeah,
something?
maybe, probably.
It's like super internet famous, like very common.
Okay.
It's like Nick Avocado or something
Sure.
like that. And he did those mukbang videos, those Korean where they eat a ton of food on camera.
oh, God.
And he got into that, and he actually started off as like our size guy, and for years, huge YouTuber, like top tier YouTuber as far as numbers and all that. And he just gained, he got up to like 300 and
Ooh.
400 pounds or whatever.
Ooh.
And, people always were speculating like, his health and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah, I guess so.
how long can you even keep something like that up? Well, recently, man, I had to stop eating dinner, and I really hope that the weight translates the way I tell this story.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know, then you know. But he's been doing this for years,
Yeah.
and he's gotten huge. Well, he aired his video. I think it was yesterday. He aired a video.
Oh, he's still alive. I thought you were going to tell me.
Yeah, no, he
dead.
aired a video, and see if you can go to
okay.
YouTube while I'm telling the story,
Yeah.
and just find me like something like a picture of him, like the most recent video. I think if you look up Nick Avocado is what it's called
on YouTube.
on YouTube, and I'll go to. So he airs his video yesterday, and he weighs, I don't know what he weighs, but he had dropped like 250 pounds. Completely different looking person. Obviously, all the weight is gone. And all you can think to your mind is like, wait a minute. Even Ozempic, even crack does not drop that kind of, you literally can't drop that kind of weight, even in a week.
Yeah.
So, and then he goes into the video and he starts explaining what's happening. And then it hit me as he's explaining it. And I was like, oh my God. So this guy, Nick Avocado or Nico Avocado, whatever it's called, he pre-planned everything as as a social experiment. Okay, let me go to, no. Okay. So, go back. Go back.
I'm right here.
Okay, no. Okay, it's that first video. That first video with the plate in front of him.
Yeah.
That is what he looks like as of today. And he went from, you can see, can you zoom in? Can you pinch and zoom?
No, because I'm on the actual.
Okay,
app.
well, anyway, you can see how big he is, and if you know how big he was in the other videos.
Yeah, I mean, I can see some of these other ones. He's
Yeah, and obviously you cannot drop weight like that.
Yeah.
So this dude, he's not playing checkers. He's playing 3D fucking chess. He planned all this. He shot all of his videos are 2 years in advance.
2 years.
2 years in advance. Every video planned 2 years in advance. And if you go to his first video, he has some line that he says in there. And it obviously has no meaning at the time. You go to the video that he just uploaded yesterday, he reiterates the same line. And all of a sudden, because of what he's done with his weight, it makes sense. He did the whole thing as a social experiment. Not to count the money he made off the channel, the views, the ads, the social media accounts, all of the memes, all of the videos you've seen people do on like countdowns of top 10 YouTubers, all that kind of shit. This dude planned as a social experiment and was in total control the whole time with his weight and the eating, and has come full circle And I mean, you have to. I encourage you to go watch the skinny video, that first one.
Yeah.
And
Two steps ahead.
is it Nick? Okay, so it's Nikocado Avocado. Is that
Yeah.
says? Nikocado Avocado. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go look it up on YouTube.
Well, we just showed them the channel. So
Well, I'm just saying, you go if you've never seen the videos, go look, and you can watch any of the normal
I don't think
videos.
I can watch. Just looking at those thumbnails is grossing me out.
Yeah, but this dude like literally had the forethought to plan everything 2 years in
God.
advance, so he could put the second to last video up where he weighs 375 pounds,
And then boom.
immediately upload to this. And he was like, "I had you all. I had you," and he's very calm and like, "I had you all the whole time. Every time I put a pebble on the ground, you followed, just like I had you." And it was
Really?
very clear that he was like, and I was so blown away because, like, I mean, YouTubers doing dumb shit is one thing, and YouTubers doing crazy shit or what. This was planned, pre-thought out.
So what? He was just kind of normal when he started, which would have been like 4 years ago. So he does this for 2 years, then starts releasing the videos. He loses his weight over the years. He's releasing the
and
videos.
it's all
and then-
perfectly timed to come back, and I mean, being made fun of, plus like all of the controversy around his weight.
Oh, really?
Everything,
Okay.
all
Yeah,
the
I don't know
negative,
nothing about
with-
this, so
Plus
that's
the
crazy.
money he made, plus all just
wow.
the general revenue. I mean, I was just like, and I get you may be like, well,
Wow.
who cares?
Yeah, I'm not
but
familiar
no,
with
like
any of this.
from a social engineering standpoint, this guy is like, I was like, I literally, Rachel's eating dinner next to me, and I just had to be like, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
wow, that
Knocked it out of the
just
park.
based on commitment alone, that's crazy.
That's impressive.
It really is.
Hey, look, I thought we were doing good being one week ahead.
It's we can't even get the podcast off on the first
Yeah, I know,
try.
right?
You know, I mean, is it probably dangerous for his health or things?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but hindsight being 2020, that he did complete the whole task, and it played out exactly like he wanted to. It's like, wow, man. And he was like, I now get to keep this for the rest of my life, knowing what, you know, the experience of going. And I was just like, yeah, that's literally some next level shit. So yeah,
That's crazy.
if you're interested if at all in something that is kind of twisty like that, go check out his channel on YouTube and check out an old video, and then you go watch the newest video, and it's like you kind of put the story together and you're like, wow,
Yeah,
man.
4.26 million subscribers.
Yeah.
711 videos.
Yeah.
I
mean,
it
it's
grosses me out just even looking at that.
But to think like that,
That's insane.
and that's probably why it doesn't even gross me out, because now I can't even think of it in that. It's now like, oh no, he was in control the whole time. So no matter how gross it got, it was all intentional, and like you knew this is coming,
That's
brother.
nuts.
But the payoff being, I can only, because I know a small. I've had small dabblings in getting paid from YouTube. The small amount of money I got paid for the shit views I had, I can only imagine he's probably set himself up for the rest of his life as far as money is concerned.
Oh, well.
He probably does not have to worry about money ever again.
Apparently, if he planned that much, he was smart with it, I assume.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah.
You know, that aside, the amount of money he should have should be plenty to care. If you know, if he did right, he should be good. So yeah,
nuts.
if you're interested, go check it out. It's a really crazy
That's a little
turn
crazy.
of events. You know, that I thought was just a neat thing that happened, and I was like, wow, that's pretty, at least very interesting.
Yeah. No, that's wild.
You know. So I hope next week will be a little bit quieter. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, this week was kind of hectic.
Oh, we're back to the beginning.
I know.
It's crazy.
You can just
Conversation
tangent.
goes-
You can just
yeah,
tangent
right.
around the whole thing, being that this is the second time.
I'm hoping everybody makes it this week. We got a little.
Oh, that's right.
We've got
the storm out in the Gulf.
What is it? Francine?
I can't. Francine,
I think it's
something
Francine.
like that. And then we were talking about it earlier. At the house gig at the Juke Joint on Sundays, you've got we've got the
Oh, that's right.
we've got this conspiracy theorist that was just damn convinced that the government has set this hurricane up because we hadn't had
coming to
one
get
this
you.
year, and it's got to stir up the markets one time before we go into the holiday season. Something about the government spraying strontium into the atmosphere to control all I could do was yell out across the concrete patio, "It's them damn hurricane hunters. That's their cover. They're trying to control the hurricanes." It's crazy. Oh, is this what
Yeah, look at that.
is that
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be hurricane.
Okay.
No, it's moving.
We
on.
got looks like we got a game, guys.
Giving your weather update now.
Yeah, we got a game. So what is that saying? Wednesday evening?
Yeah.
right.
I don't like the night ones either. Those are more dangerous.
Night games. So yeah, Rachel don't like night games either. That's
But I mean, if it stays on that track, we should be okay. So, man, poor Louisiana though. I hate it for them.
we'll see what happens. So that's
Yeah.
going to be, I guess that's going to be the rest of our week is, what do they
Yeah.
call it? Hunkering down and getting ready for the storm.
I've already got work that's being looked at being rescheduled. So
Wednesday and Thursday, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just is what it is. You know, everybody knows what to do.
Y'all can get together and make some s'mores?
No, I've got some house projects. Hopefully, I'll get done in the middle of the rain. We got, that's we got all kinds of crap at the house. That's home ownership. The things they did.
That's
tell
a
you.
whole nother fun
Yeah.
thing.
So-
right before we started the podcast, the damn air ain't working. What's wrong with the thermostat?
Yeah, where we live, the air has to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it corrected
No,
itself.
there's-
My goofy little thermostat likes to have a ghost in it sometimes, and he's
Yeah.
playing tricks on me. But like I said, hopefully this next week through the storm
Yeah.
will be nice and safe, and then we can get going.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're seeing this, you've got 2 other episodes. The first 2 episodes you can check out. You got the shorts that'll be up. And as we build
Yeah.
this, we're obviously trying to. We'll keep saying it. We're trying to get to 1,000 so we
Yeah.
can go to live. That's
we
what
can
we're-
invite you in.
Yeah, we want
and
you
talk
here
about your week.
IRL with us, in real time, talking to us.
Yeah.
So, if you enjoy anything you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe and get those numbers up and get to the point where
Yeah, that'd be great. Help us out. Help us help you out. Talk about your week, and we'll all make it through together. That's
Yeah,
kind of the idea.
we don't always have to agree, but we can always come here and
Yeah.
scream together.
Yeah, and of course, and if you don't like it, and you don't agree, and you just don't want anything to do with it, just remember,
This podcast is free, guys.
there you go.
All right, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Laters.
This podcast is free. Sit back and relax. This podcast is free. I ain't paying for that. This podcast is free. It's Darren and Steven picking topics out of a hat. I ain't paying for that.